Should you use the wrist in the forehand topspin? Coach Sun Haohong explains. In modern table tennis, there's a common misunderstanding. Use the wrist more. But how? Coach Sun Haohong explains this clearly. Don't flick your wrist up and down like brushing your teeth. That's wrong. The correct way is like wiping a window. Open the wrist naturally. Let it follow a curved arc just like a windshield wiper. This motion helps you generate spin and control. If you just snap your wrist without structure, your shot becomes inconsistent. In matches, you'll often miss or lose control on half-long balls. Coach Sun points out that many players misunderstand the concept of using the wrist. They tense up and start forcing the wrist. But real wrist usage is about opening, not flicking. It allows variation, especially when looping half-long balls or switching directions suddenly.
Okay, so everyone remember, don't use the wrist like that. Don't look at it like this. Watch it clearly, don't lift it like this. It should open up kind of like wiping a window. A bit like a wiper's motion, following a curved path. This point is also very important. Yes, because many people, after hearing use the wrist, they grab the paddle and start moving like this. In a match, you'll see this happen. I just touch the ball and it bounces. But if my wrist moves like a wiper, see that? So although I just simulated it, this is actually a half-long ball. Those who can loop a half-long ball well are true experts. Just now Coach Sun mentioned, have you noticed Gao Yuan's improvement? Which technique? I'll tell you, don't just. Many people just like him blindly, but they don't actually study his game. If you're a real fan, a true student of the game, where has Gao Yuan improved? Let me see this position. Look, many times Fan Zhendong, Ma Long, and others targeted this shot against him. He used to be great at banana flicks across the whole table, right? But he had a fatal weakness before, because he gripped too much with the backhand. So while his strokes on both sides looked good, actually, a friend just said Gao Yuan. You can see in the past, Gao Yuan's down the line shot. He didn't have that control or precision. It wasn't that beautiful. Why? Grip issue. Many players targeted his forehand corner with short serves. To stop him from flicking, he could only loop. But we all know that won't work against top players, especially the core players. So if your wrist is closed like that, you're limited to looping only. He's left-handed, right? That means I can only loop to the right side. So I'm limited to cross-court shots. And as his opponent, it's very easy to predict. If I loop down the line, it lands in their pivot zone. Most of his opponents serve short to the forehand corner, then immediately pivot from the forehand. Pivot to counter loop like this. You'll see Fan Zhendong and Ma Long often start with or switch to that tactic mid-game. So it's not that his forehand isn't good. You can see this clearly, especially in the final. Even in the team matches, Fan had several tactics. He wanted to use this one in particular. Serve right to Gao Yuan's forehand corner. But you'll notice Gao Yuan has adjusted. He opened his wrist, which means he opened the hitting angle. So why is this important? He looks at you, waits a second, then boom, suddenly hits a down the line shot. See that? He had already decisively anticipated and moved to counter loop, but still, he missed the ball entirely. This is what happened to Gao Yuan this time. This shot shows why Gao Yuan. To be honest, technically speaking, Gao Yuan is already a complete hexagon. He has almost no technical weaknesses. From a personal perspective, yes, in the past, at this position, weak spot, or let's say, an area where opponents could easily create chances, but I think he has solved it. So, everyone knows when Gao Yuan goes crazy, nobody can say they're sure to beat him. Nobody. Same logic applies to pen hold grip. Just open your wrist. Actually, pen hold doesn't have this issue. Because when pen holders grip the racket, their wrist naturally opens. So this lesson mainly targets shake hand grip players. Understand? With pen hold, it's natural. The wrist is naturally well used, yes. So now I'll teach you what I just said. Many tend to lift their wrist upward. Use the middle finger. Lock the second knuckle. Then move in a windshield wiper motion. Watch carefully. We'll do a quick wrist snap like a wiper. This helps reinforce your theoretical awareness. The forehand motion is like a wiper. It looks like that's his forehand. Very powerful. See how he drops his wrist on the forehand. The trajectory is very direct. There's no fan-like motion. Look at this. If we had a speed sensor, these two shots. Not sure if you can see clearly. One with a dropped wrist. Like this. If you twist the wrist, it's much faster. And the sound when hitting the blade is different too.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.